The moment your paycheck hits your bank account, something very predictable happens. Your brain switches into spending mode, not slowly, instantly. Within seconds, your mind starts making plans. What can I buy now? How often can I eat out this month? Can I finally order that thing that has been sitting in my online cart for days? This all happens before you even look at the number. And here is the strange part. Those same first seconds after getting paid can decide whether you stay stuck financially or slowly build real security over time. My name is Quinn, and welcome back to Quinn Invests US. For years, I've watched people work hard, earn decent money, and still feel stressed about finances. Not because they are careless, not because they are lazy, but because they never learned what to do with money at the exact moment it arrives. If you often wonder where your money went at the end of the month, or if your income feels like it should take you further than it does, this routine will change how you handle every single paycheck. Most people don't actually control their money. They react to it. They know rent somehow gets paid, food appears in the fridge, subscriptions renew automatically, but everything in between is chaos. They drift from paycheck to paycheck, hoping nothing breaks, nothing unexpected happens, and nothing goes wrong. And when something does go wrong, stress takes over immediately. The truth is simple. Most people treat their paycheck like a reward, but a paycheck is not a reward. It is a tool. And like any tool, it can either build something strong or be wasted without you noticing. People who build wealth do not rely on motivation. They rely on systems. They follow the same routine every time they get paid, not because it is exciting, but because it works. This routine starts the moment your paycheck arrives. Your paycheck is not just money for bills. It is your future freedom, broken into small pieces. Every dollar that enters your account has one of two jobs. It either helps build long-term stability, or it disappears on short-term spending and leaves nothing behind. Most people do this backwards. They spend first, they pay bills, they buy things, and then they hope something is left to save. Usually nothing is left. It is like pouring water into a bucket with a hole at the bottom and wondering why it never fills up. People who get ahead flip this around completely. They decide where their money goes before it can disappear. They do not wait to see what's left. They give every dollar a job up front. This works at any income level. Someone earning $50,000 a year with a system often ends up far better off than someone earning $100,000 with no plan at all. The difference is not income. The difference is control. And control starts with knowing exactly where your money goes. Before you can build wealth, you need clarity. Not a rough idea, not a guess, real clarity. You need to know where every dollar from your paycheck is going. This is the first step of the payday routine. You must separate needs from wants. Needs are simple: housing, basic food, basic transport, utilities, health costs. These are things you cannot remove without real consequences. Now notice what is not on that list. Streaming services, daily coffee, eating out several times a week, gym memberships you don't use, subscriptions you forgot you had. These things feel normal, they feel routine, but they are not needs. Most people convince themselves that almost everything is essential. A big car payment becomes necessary transport. Daily coffee becomes productivity fuel. Eating out becomes important social time. This is where money quietly disappears. Here's a simple rule. If more than 60% of your take-home pay goes to true needs, something is off. Either your costs are too high or you are calling wants needs to feel better about spending. Let's look at a clear example. Imagine someone earns $75,000 per year. After taxes, they take home about $4,700 per month. Rent is $1,800. Utilities and insurance are $400. Food is $500. That's about $2,700 per month. That is roughly 57% of their income. That is actually reasonable. But here's where the problem starts. On top of that, they have streaming services. They eat out often. They buy coffee daily. They make small online purchases. None of these feel big, but together they add hundreds of dollars every month. This is why people feel broke even with decent incomes. The moment you clearly define your needs, something powerful happens. You know exactly how much it costs to survive. Everything above that is optional, and optional money is where wealth is built. The second step of the payday routine comes before spending on anything fun. You must stay current on all required payments. This is not about paying off all debt immediately. Loans, interest rates, renting, sometimes even jobs, and credit scores are fragile. Missing just a few payments can cause serious damage. 99% on-time payments looks reliable. 97% can look risky. The system may not feel fair, but the rule is simple. Minimum payments. On time. Every time. This will not make you rich, but skipping it can keep you poor for years. Once this base is protected, we move to the part most people ignore until it is too late. The emergency fund. Emergency funds are boring. They are not exciting. They do not grow fast, but they are essential. An emergency fund is money saved for when life goes wrong at the worst time. Your car breaks down, your laptop dies, your pet needs care, your income drops suddenly. These things are not rare, they are guaranteed. The goal is simple: 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. Stored in cash, easy to access, not invested, not locked away, not risky. Using our example, if monthly needs are $2,700, an emergency fund should be between $8,000 and $16,000. That sounds big. But you do not save it all at once, you build it paycheck by paycheck. And here is the part people underestimate. Emergency funds are not just about money. They change how you think. When you know you can handle problems, you sleep better. You make calmer decisions. You are less afraid of small setbacks. Many people ruin this step by trying to make emergency money work harder. They invest it. They chase returns. Then an emergency happens, and the money is either gone, down, or locked. Emergency money has one job: stability. Put it in a savings account. Leave it alone. Once this is done, something changes. You move from survival mode to growth mode. This is where investing begins. If your employer offers a retirement match, this is your top priority. Employer matching is free money. If your employer matches 3% and you earn $60,000, contributing $1,800 gives you another $1,800 for free. That is an instant 100% return. No investment beats that. Beyond the match, investing around 10% of income is a strong long-term goal. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but time matters more than amount. Someone who invests early needs far less money later. Now comes a common mistake. People overthink investing. They research endlessly. They compare funds. They wait for the perfect time. And they do nothing. For most people, simple index funds are enough. You do not need perfect timing. You do not need complex strategies. You need consistency. Once investing runs automatically, you can focus on reducing remaining debt. There are different methods. Some focus on math. Some focus on motivation. The best method is the one you stick to. Progress matters more than perfection. As debt drops and investments grow, you can add more tools like Roth accounts or taxable investing. And finally, we reach the step that holds everything together. Automation. Willpower is weak. Systems are strong. Let money move automatically after each paycheck. Savings, emergency fund, investments, spending, review the system sometimes, adjust when income changes. This routine works because it removes emotion. Treat your paycheck like the tool it is. Stay consistent, and years from now, you will look back and realize something important. It was never about earning more. It was about using what you earned the right way. Before we close this video, I want to slow things down for a moment, because routines only work when you understand why you are doing them. Many people copy advice without really believing in it. They try something for a few weeks, then stop when life gets busy. Not because the system is bad, but because the reason behind it was never clear. So, let's step back. Think about your last paycheck. Did you feel calm when it arrived? Or did you feel relief mixed with stress? For many people, getting paid feels like breathing again after being underwater. That is not how money should feel. A paycheck should feel neutral, not exciting, not stressful, just normal. This routine exists to change that feeling. When your money already has a plan, your paycheck stops being emotional. It becomes mechanical, and that is a good thing. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking this routine is about restriction. It is not. It is about freedom later created by by structure now. When you give your money jobs first, you actually enjoy spending more because you know it is safe. You know bills are covered. You know savings are growing. You know investing is happening. Spending without guilt is only possible when saving is automatic. Let's look again at what happens without a routine. Someone gets paid. They feel rich for a few days. They spend freely. They promise themselves they will save later. Then the end of the month arrives. Stress shows up. They check their balance often. They hope nothing breaks. They tell themselves next month will be different, and next month looks exactly the same. This is not a money problem. This is a timing problem. They decide too late. Your payday routine fixes this by moving decisions to the start, not the end. Now, I want to talk about something important for AI understanding in real life. This routine is not rigid. It is flexible. Life changes, income changes, expenses change. The routine stays the same, but the numbers inside it adjust. If you get a raise, you update the system. If a debt is paid off, you redirect money. If rent goes up, you rebalance. The structure stays. The details move. This is why people who follow systems stay calm during changes. They do not panic, they adjust. Let's walk through a very realistic situation. Imagine you suddenly earn more money. Most people celebrate by upgrading life immediately. Bigger place, better car, more spending. People with a payday routine pause first. They ask one question: what should this extra money do? Maybe part of it improves life, but part of it must improve the future. This is how wealth slowly separates from income. Another important point: this routine works best when money is separated. One account for bills, one account for savings, one account for investments, one account for spending. This makes money visual. It removes confusion. When everything is in one account, money feels like one big pile. It is easy to overspend without noticing. When money is separated, each account tells a story. Bills are safe, savings are growing, investments are working, spending is controlled. This clarity is powerful. Now let's talk about mistakes, because nobody follows this perfectly. You will mess up sometimes. You will overspend. You will forget something. You will have months where progress feels slow. That is normal. The goal is not perfection. The goal is direction. As long as money flows in the right direction most of the time, you are winning. Another thing many people underestimate is time. This routine does not feel dramatic in the first months. That is okay. The power comes from repetition. After 6 months, you notice less stress. After 1 year, savings look different. After 2 years, investing feels normal. After 5 years, your life feels more stable. Most people never reach that stage because they stop too early. They look for excitement. This routine is boring, and boring is good. Boring builds wealth. Now let's talk directly to you. If you are watching this and thinking, I already know this, ask yourself one honest question. Are you doing it? Knowledge without action changes nothing. This routine is simple enough that almost anyone can follow it. That also means excuses stop working. You do not need a high income. You do not need perfect timing. You do not need special knowledge. You need consistency, one paycheck at a time. Your future is built quietly. Not in big moments, not in lucky breaks, but in small, repeated actions that feel boring today and powerful later. Every time you get paid, you get a choice: react or control. Spend first or decide first. Hope things work out or build something that works by design. This payday routine is not about becoming rich fast. It is about becoming calm, stable, and confident over time. And that is something most people never experience. If you start using this routine, your money will slowly stop being the main source of stress in your life. And once that happens, everything else becomes easier. That is the real payoff.